Hello viewers, this is AKWASP and welcome to another one of my money-making mini guides from scratch. This is a video response to Runeshark's challenge called Make It Back From Your Hack. And the premise is to start off with 0 gold and 0 items as if you had just been hacked and make as much money as you can in 1 hour. And therefore I kind of divide that into part A and part B. Part A was all the initial money making, which you can see if you follow the link on screen and or in the description. And part B, I am making a series of doing a whole bunch of different techniques to try and maximize the remaining money. So in the first 23 minutes, I made 460 some K and used that money to purchase whatever equipment I need so that I can go ahead and try a different money making method for the remaining 37 minutes. Alright, so in this video I attempted to do KYATT hunting because KYATTs, or saber-tooth KYATTs, are a hunter creature that is very profitable because their furs are worth 10k a piece, and they're not very great experience for, especially not for a high level hunter. Even though 91 hunter is my lowest skill, 91 hunter still is a pretty high level. Anyways, so the furs are worth 10k. And I did a price check against the other hunting or hunter creatures, pitfall trap creatures, I guess you would call them. And of Larupias and Garriks and the other ones, the KYATT was definitely the most high value, or had the highest value associated with it. Anyway, so I sold my gear, or sold whatever items I had on me, and liquidated that into the KYATT camouflage to help me hunt, and then also the teasing stick because that's absolutely compulsory for hunting KYATTs. And then I also got a full inventory and a full yak full of logs. Now I believe any logs will work, so I chose to use the willow logs because they're the cheapest logs which are available at 10 GP at the moment. So that that saved me a little bit, but not the biggest deal. Anyways, ran over to the KYATTs, or ran over to the fairy ring and used the fairy ring to get to the KYATTs. And I proceeded to pitfall trap them. It took me about 4 or 5 minutes of prep work, so I had about a little over a half hour remaining to do all the trapping. And they're really a pain. I never really realized how much of a pain they actually are. They keep getting stuck behind rocks, and they're really not great experience. They are profitable, I'll give them that, but they are a pain to do. Basically, there's 3 pitfalls or I guess ditches, whatever you would like to call them, and you poke at these saber-toothed beasts with your teasing stick, and then they follow you and they attack you for about 50 damage, which I didn't think would actually be much, but it turned out to add up to quite a bit. I actually died at the end of the video, got back to my grave and looted it for all my items back before the time ran out. But I was actually surprised that they hit as often as they do. Perhaps I just wasn't doing to be honest, I wasn't doing a very good job of trying to avoid the hits because I did underestimate their damage potential. Anyways, the biggest, not shortcoming, but the problem with, or an issue with KYATTs is that they don't always drop their good fur. They always drop big bones, and I don't know if it's about half the time, but it seems to be pretty random, they drop tatty fur or like their actual good KYATT fur. And tatty fur is worthless. It's worth 18 GP to be specific, which is worthless. The big bones are at least worth 500 GP, so I mean that adds up a little bit, but I mean that's not really anything to write home about. But it does add up, I suppose. But it's the good fur, which is the desirable loot, which is worth about 10k a piece. And that's how I ended up with my final sum of money, which was, I believe, 744K. And I also got lucky because I completely forgot about implings. So there happened to be a ninja impling flying around the area that I looted on the way over to the KYATT and got 2 onyx bolts from. Now these weren't enchanted onyx bolts, or even if they were, I'm not sure how much more they'd be worth, but it added about 17k to my total value, which was nice for, about a few seconds of clicking. But yeah, the whole point of doing these skilling challenges, meaning the hunter and the runecrafting one, is that I intended them to be not luck based because they're consistent profit. So if you just ignore that 17k I got out of the impling, it's pretty consistent hunter profit. But anyways, that's my whole video, and I hope you enjoy watching it. I sped it up because yeah, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. And go ahead and check out the rest of my playlist, which is will soon be populated with additional Part B endings to this challenge, meaning how I foresee spending my initial profits to make more money in the remaining 37 minutes of the challenge. And upcoming videos will include runecrafting and Ganodermic beasts. If you have additional ideas for something you'd like to see me attempt, or you think something may be a lot more worthwhile, go ahead and leave me a comment. As it already stands, obviously runecrafting and Ganodermic beasts are two things I plan to do, but I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to go ahead and down to the Pyro or Pyro, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but the impling maze, and that might actually be a pretty decent way of making some money with Hunter. Again, experience rates are not important for this. This is just trying to get as much money in a very short period of time, and I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day.